Good evening from Bangladesh. This is Toufiq Zohur speaking as your host. Our regular program, International Poetry Recitation Show, is now just beginning. Today, our episode number is 137, and title of our program today, The World of Poetry Recitations in Poet Voice, World 40. Today, 27th November, Sunday. Now it is 9 p.m. in Bangladesh times. Today, we have set up our program in two ways. For the first time in Uddan Little Magazine platform, we have set up two system. One system, naturally, I am hosting last 137 program, but for the first time today, our brand ambassador, who is from India, that is Harinder Cheema, she will be joined. She is the co-host today. So the second session will be started by Harinder Cheema. Thank you, everyone. We have a slogan: "The sky of poetry is one. Poetry united people, and poetry has no boundaries." So, friend, no more time to talk now. We are starting our program for the poetry session. At first, I am inviting poet Golam Kibria Pinu from Bangladesh. Now, I am introducing one of the important poet who is from Bangladesh. He is Mr. Golam Kibria Pinu. He is a doctorate in literature. He is a poet, essayist, critics, and also an editor. He is the generations of 80s. He is the president of Progressive Writer Union in Bangladesh. He has been published 27 number of books. He has been received some prestigious award from different platforms for his excellent performance in poetry. Now, I am inviting poet Golam Kibria Pinu to present his first poem today. Thank you.
Greetings to all. Especially thanks poet Toufiq Zohur, who invited me to present a poem in this program. প্রথমে আমি কবিতা পড়ছি একটা বাংলায় পরবর্তীতে ইংরেজিতে. First time I would like to read a poem, a little poem in Bangla, next in English version. কবিতার শিরোনাম অনুপ্রভা। অনুপ্রভা, তোমার কি দহন ক্ষমতা এখনো আছে? গাছে তোমার কি পুষ্প? আগুন লাগানো অগ্নিপাত্র ধরেছিলে কাছে, পাছে পুড়ে যায় ভয় ছিল। ছাই ভস্ম হয়ে খাক হব, হয়নি তখনো, এখনো জ্বলছি তোমার উনুনে। এখনো বিদ্যুৎবাহী তুমি, বাজ পড়েও কিবা বজ্রপাতে রাতে পুড়ে ছাই হওনি। ইলেকট্রিক শক নিয়ে আমিও আছি দূরে, ভগ্ন স্তূপে কূপে পড়ে নিবু নই। বিদ্যুৎ লতায় আবারও সামনের শীতে নিতে চায় দেখো বিদ্যুতের পরিবাহী প্রাণ। Now I would like to recite my poem in English version. Poem name Anuprabha. Anuprabha, do you still have exclosing strength? What flowers do you have in the tree? Fire burning, firing pot was in your hands. I have fear of burning. I will turn into ember and then to ashes. Well, I did not turn out to be. Still I am a flame in your oven. Are you still electric conductor? You did not get burned up in lighting you. We know turn into cinders. Are you still alive with electric shock? Are you lying in rubbles? I have not extinguished yet. In lighting again in next winter. Want to take me insulated life. Thank you to all.
Thank you very much, poet Golam. for your beautiful starting. Thank you from Bangladesh. Now I am going to United States of America to invite poetess Annette Tarpley. Now, I am introducing one of the important poetess who is from United States of America. She is Annette Tarpley. She is a poetess. She got numerous awards. Her poem has been published many online magazines and numerous anthologies. She recites on YouTube. Her debut book, Poetry Potpourri, she is the author of The Uplifting and Two Hearts with the poet Sarfaraz Ahmed. This book is Amazon bestseller book. She is the founder of the Passion of Poetry Facebook site. Over 28,000 number members with first anthology inked with Passion to be released in 2022. Planned to release the third poetry solo book in 2020, published in June 2022. First children book, The Bird and the Dragonfly. She also writes short stories. Her five short stories has been published in numerous international anthologies. Now, I am inviting poetess Annette Tarpley to present her first poem today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate being here with you all and am truly honored and blessed to take part. So, my poem is called I Shall Seek Happiness. I am responsible for my own happiness. Positivity is the key. If I'm in despair and unhappy, it is I alone who can change me. I will choose not to live discontented, for joy I would pass up. For life I respect with gratitude. I will sip from pleasure's cup. I will greet each frown with a smile, a melancholy mood with a grin. No need for others' approval. It is I alone who shall forgive my own sins. I am not my brother's keeper. It is me I'm concerned about. I know that I am a good person. Of this I have no doubt. A people builder I am, with the belief that all have worth, all have meaning and purpose, every person who walks this earth. I will look for the silver lining, find the sheen through the tarnish of life, aware that this too shall pass, ignoring the gnawings of strife. Find the positive in the negative, a glimmer of hope I shall see. Only I can change my disposition, tap into the rational me. I will not give others the power to affect my perfectly good day. I instead will lead by example, showing them the righteous way. Heed the power of my words, well thought out before I speak, striving to find happiness in tomorrow, ignoring all that is bleak. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, poetess Annette Tarpley, for your beautiful presentations from United States of America. Now I am going to Russia to invite world famous singer and poetess Irina Shulgina. Now I am introducing one of the important poetess, world famous singer, vocal teacher who is from Russia. She is Irina Shulgina. She is the member of the International Union of Writers and Performers. More than 300 songs have been written in different genres, hymns, which are performed by soloists and groups from different regions of Russia. There are copyright discs on the basis of the author's musical Night Cafe and folk musical Siberian Tale, Faith, Hope, Love, Sisters were created the support of the Ministry of Cultures and Krasnoyarsk territory. Her publications are music collections in the folk style, Dewdrop and a Soul Sing. Voice from the Sky poems and songs are published in literary collections in Russia and abroad. Her name found in Encyclopedia of Siberia and the Far East and the Encyclopedia of Poem and Prose of the 21st Century Writers of the Russian World. Now I am inviting poetess Irina Shulgina to present her first poem today. Thank you.
Я очень рада вновь встретиться. Наши встречи очень теплы и всегда греют душу. Сибирский вам горячий привет. У нас 30 градусов мороза, поэтому я очень надеюсь, что я своим теплом растоплю льды на всех планетах. Сегодня замечательный день, День матери, и я хотела бы первое стихотворение посвятить всем вашим мамам. Стихотворение «Маме». Я всегда как будто в колыбели, ведь со мной любви твоей тепло. Мама, мама, в юге летели, улеглись давным-давно. Для меня ты самая родная, я еще не раз тебе скажу. Лишь тебе, любви не понимая, я все тайны расскажу. Говорила, буду непослушной, убегала легким ветерком, но всегда ты знала, что мне нужно, лишь руки твоей тепло. Знаю, что всегда меня ты примешь, даже если буду не права. Как всегда, всем сердцем ты обнимешь, нужные найдешь слова. Сердце словно камень остывает, если вдруг и что-нибудь не так. Только пусть любовь твоя не тает, остальное, мама, все пустяк. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Irina Shulgina, for your beautiful starting. From Russia, now I am coming back to India to invite our online platform television, Uddan, our international brand ambassador and honorable global poetess, Harinder Cheema. Now I am introducing one of the most important poetess who is from India. She is Harinder Cheema. She is a global poetess and award-winning author. She is the only Indian to receive the Naji Naman International Literary Honor Prize for complete work in 2022. She is the author of two books entitled The Temple Stop and Soul Chants. She is the co-author of 30 poetry anthologies, and her work has been published in various international magazines. She is also the proud recipient of many prestigious global awards and honors in the field of literature. Her name find a mention in 101 most influential women in India in 2020. Now I am inviting poetess Harinder Cheema to present her first poem today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, dear brother Toufiq, for this honor. And my greetings to all the poets, wonderful poets all across the world. It's so beautiful to listen to different voices here. So, not taking much of your time, I start with my first poem, which is Just Walk On. Just walk on the path of truth. Your old age will thank your youth. See that nothing can deter you from the righteous path, even though you have to bear the people's wrath. Working hard from dawn to dawn, just walk on. The temptations will lure you, the monotony will bore you. Some people will leave you, but some would believe you. For God's sake and not people's sake, remember you are for a purpose born. Just walk on. The world will not understand you, dear. People will laugh, making you a subject of a jeer. On a hazy day with a vision clear, materialism will give way when you blow the spiritual horn. Just walk on. Everything is transient. Everything will be gone. The palatial houses, the plush lawns, and one day there would be no one to mourn. But you can spread light as the rising sun. The journey itself will become the destination. Living eternally, bearing death beneath a tombstone, just walk on. And if you have committed some sins, there is still a chance to win. Afresh you have to begin. Forever leave the devil's in. Repair the soul that is torn. Check if the switch of your conscience is on. Just walk on. In the beginning, the path will seem forlorn. You will feel you're walking all alone. But only if you walk away from the crowd, making your Creator proud, there will be perpetual light and eternal day. Angels will greet you on the way. And as a pure soul with impurities gone, just walk on. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my dear sister and honorable poetess Harinder Cheema, for your beautiful starting from India. Now I am going to Tunisia to invite honorable global poetess Imen Melliti. Now I am introducing one of the eminent poetess who is from Tunisia. She is Imen Melliti. She is a qualified PhD in international relations, bilingual translator, poetess. She has published three children books and academic book, a poetry collections which published White Tulip in United States of America. She is the member International Humanitarian Association. She received many international prestigious awards for her excellent performance in literature. Now I am inviting poetess Imen Melliti to present her first poem today. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Special thanks for my dearest artist, Toufiq Zohur. Thank you for this humble invitation. I would like also to greet everybody, all artists all over the world who are with us today. I'm so glad and pleased. I will read a short poem so that I could not take so much time of you. Dreamers. People hold dreams, but no dream looks like the other. Some of them dream by night, in the dark recess of their minds. When the sun rises, their dreams become an empty space. Daydreamers, however, keep their eyes open. They dare to look at the sky. Determination and dedication empower them. Perseverance in their nerves, persistence in their backbones. Daydreamers wave their dream from their illusions, failure in their strive, to spread the energies in the universe. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Imen Melliti, for your beautiful starting from Tunisia. Again, I am coming back to India to invite poetess Antara Roy. Now, I am introducing one of the persuasive poetess who is from India. She is Antara Roy. She is a poetess, short story writer, renowned dance teacher.
Story writers,
She
renowned
is a dance
national
teacher.
water.
She
She
grew
is a
up in a
national water. She grew
revolutionary
up in
family.
a
That's why she has a lot of courage since childhood. Her writing career has been started in the annual Neighborhood Program magazine when she was only 17 years old. The beginning of her writing by holding her father's hand. When her father would return home from office, he would bring the book of Rabindranath Tagore, Sharat Chandra, Shiv Ram, Vivekananda, Bankim Chandra, Sukumar, Abanindranath. They were her first lesson of literature. Her work have been published many journal, web magazine, anthology. She write web magazine Niharika Creatives, Kolkata Times, News, few ones. In 2020 Book Fair of Kolkata, an anthology has been published by 11 friends. Title of the anthology was Chal Chitro. She was editor of this anthology. In 2020 and 21, two songs were released with the poetry
songs
of
were
poetess
released with the
Antara Roy.
poetry of poetess Antara Roy.
Title of that two song was Swapner Antora and Kichu Moner Kotha. Her first collections of short story book was published in 2021 book fair in Kolkata. Title of the book was Choukat Periye. For her excellent creation in literature, she has been received some prestigious award from different platforms in Kolkata. She received Shopizeng Bangla Award, বাংলা ও বাঙালি অ্যাওয়ার্ড, চাঁদের তরী অ্যাওয়ার্ড, আলেখ্য অ্যাওয়ার্ড, আবেক্ষণ অ্যাওয়ার্ড. Now I am inviting poetess Antara Roy to present her first poem today. Thank you.
Good evening. Thanks to all. Special thanks to Toufiq Zohur. প্রথম কবিতাটা বলি। মন্দ বাসা। ভালো না বেশে আর কতবার প্রমাণ করতে চাও ভালোবাসো। বিষাক্ত অন্ধকারের ক্ষোভগুলোয় মায়া আলো ঢোকেনি আজন্ম। শামুকের খোলসে হাতকে শপথ করেছিলে বারবার। তোমার জানা নেই সুখ নয়, তোমার প্রেমটুকু নিয়ে একটা গোটা জীবন আমি তোমার সাথে কাটিয়ে দিতে পারতাম।
Thank you very much, poetess Antara Roy, for your beautiful short poem you have started. From India, now I am going to Serbia to invite our honorable and persuasive poetess Marija Stankovic. Now I am introducing one of the persuasive poetess who is from Serbia. She is Marija Stanokovic. She is 27 years old, has just recently published her first poetry book, and title of the book A Part of Me, Dio Many, which has been a huge success so far, making her one of the top selling poetry writers of her generations in the country. More than 10 years ago, she was first featured in an anthology where her poems were published, firstly written in the Serbian and secondly both written and translated to English. In later years, she has participated in series of different cultural events taking place in her country. She has been a part of many anthologies and has been internationally published in magazine and different media formats. Marija writes about navigating life as an individual, differences in opinions between generations, about family, love, etc. She is a mother, passionate about language and learning, working and also keeping up with her passion for arts, writing both in rhyme and free verse. She is keen of making a bond between traditional values and the modern world around us. Now I am inviting Marija Stanokovic to present her first poem today. Thank you. Please unmute your phone. Unmute your phone.
I'm sorry, I muted to be, silent for everybody else. So here I am now. I wanted to say thank you to the host and thank you to Uddan TV and also our Uddan Little magazine. Also all the poets with us today and everybody who is listening. So I was doing some translations and I have a new poem. It's a love poem. I translated with my husband to English language so you would better understand. It is funnily called Je t'aime in French, but the song is translated to English. Je t'aime. In the song, I will put parts of a dream. Neither one drop nor one pebble of reality that came after and washed down everything. Into the song I am sending yesterday. And that's how it will stay. Je t'aime. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Marija Stankovic. Now, just a few times before, I have got a message from Eva Petropoulou Lianou from Greece. She's on the way, and very soon she will be reached at home, and then she will be joined. Thank you very much. Thus, the first session is completed. Now, we are going to start our second session, and I am giving the mic to my honorable brand ambassador and honorable global poet Harinder Cheema. Now she will hosting all the session. Thank you very much. Now coming Harinder Cheema to hosting. As a host, she will start her new career in Uddan Little Magazine platform. Thank you very much.
So thank you so much, dear brother Toufiq, for the honor. And once again, I greet all the poets to this program, to this platform. And it is so wonderful. Time and again, we meet here, and our purpose is same: to make a difference, an urge to bring about a change in the society and the world through our words, feelings, thoughts that we call poetry. So, poetry with purpose. That is what we are doing. And such programs as these are making it possible. So, we are all fortunate that we've got such opportunities to make a difference and moving forward to create a better world. So, let me start with the second session now, welcoming the first poet again from Bangladesh, Golam Kibria Pinu.
Thanks to all. My poem name in Bangla. I would like to recite this poem in Bangla. কবিতার শিরোনাম হৃদয় গ্রন্থি। নদীকে বলেছি নদী বড় হও, নদী বলে আমি জল ছাড়া বড় হই না, যত জল তত বড়। মানুষ কি একা বড় হয়? প্রশ্নের উত্তর খুঁজতে খুঁজতে নদী আরো বলে জল ছাড়া আমি অবলুপ্ত হই, বাতিল হই, বিনাশ হই, কুল রক্ষা হয় না। কালগ্রাসে পড়ে কাল সমুদ্রে হারিয়ে যায় কত নদী। তালপুকুর ও খাল বিলও জল দিয়েছে, আমি প্রফুল্ল হয়েছি। ঝর্ণার জল পেয়ে ঝরঝরে, আকাশ ভাঙ্গা বৃষ্টির জলে চনমনে, প্লাবনের জলে তাজা, ভূগর্ভস্থ জলে টলটলে। জলে উচ্চতা বাড়ায়, জলে গভীরতা বাড়ায়। একটা পোড়ো বাড়ি থেকে জল গ্রন্থি খুলে যেন প্রসারিত হয়েছিলাম। তারপর মরুপথে, গিরিপথে, বনের ভিতর দিয়ে জলের সাহচর্যে কুণ্ঠাহীন ভাবে আমি প্রবহমান। জলের কপটতা নেই, জলের কুম্ভীরাশ্রু নেই। আমি শুধু এইটুকু জানি, জলের উদারতায় উদার প্রকৃতি হয়ে উঠি, উর্মি মুখর হয়ে উঠি, কল্লোলিত হয়ে উঠি। হৃদয় গ্রন্থি খুলে ধরেছে আমিও, হৃদয় গ্রন্থি খুলে ধরেছে আমিও। থ্যাংকস।
Thank you so much. That was so beautiful. Of course, I am not so good at Bangla, but then we know when we talk about positive literature, the tone itself conveys positivity. So, moving on, now we move to our next poet, poetess Annette Tarpley, a face that I know so well, a person that is so charismatic, so beautiful, and her words are equally beautiful. So, Annette, I welcome you once again for your second poem.
Okay, thank you very much for that lovely introduction. Don't always feel worthy of it, but I certainly appreciate it and thank you. um, I,
You do deserve it.
well, thank you very much. I'm always in great admiration for my peers. So, this is a poem I recently wrote that's actually on YouTube. It's a great video done by Alan Johnson. It's called Beyond Your Imagination. Beyond your imagination is a reality within your dreams, a land more beautiful than any other. Nearby, a peaceful stream, where the cattle lilies grow wild, nourished by the sun, where the manes of wild horses flap as they frolic and run. See the fox lie beside the lamb, no longer the feared predator, the tusks used as tools, not weapons, on a hairy wild boar. The rushing waters of the falls cascading from a rocky cliff. Spring has sprung, floral air, a doe and fawn stop and take a whiff. Afternoon delight, a blue sky billowing, clouds clustered overhead. Mulberry bushes are shelter. Underneath, a bunny makes its bed. The sky falls beneath the horizon. The sky then greets the moon. Wonderment of the constellations this cool night in the month of June. In your dreams, you too can visit the land by the peaceful stream, just beyond your imagination, shimmering in the light of moonbeams. Thank you very much.
That's beautiful. In your dreams, you can still visit the land of peace. And these are beautiful verses, and only a poet can think about lands of peace. That is benevolence along with brilliance. Thank you so much, Annette. Now, moving on to the next poetess whom I have heard for the first time today, Irina Shulgina. Such a melodious voice, such a beautiful voice. Of course, lyrics are difficult to understand, but you have a beautiful voice, so melodious. And I invite you again for another melody. Irina Shulgina.
Продолжая тему женскую, мне хотелось бы немножечко рассказать вам поэтически о сестрах, sisters. Ах, сестрица Аленушка хороша, словно песня твоя девичья душа. Ты поди-ка попляши-ка у ворот, да развесели-ка танцами народ. А ну-ка топни каблучком, еще, да набрось-ка платок алый на плечо, как пшеница в поле русая коса. Ясный месяц заблудился в волосах. Ох, сестрица Марьюшка невесела, что же ты головушку повесила? Кто обидел, не привидел, не узнал, голосочек нежный твой не услыхал? Разожги-ка в своем серденьке огонь, тряхнет гривою на дворе добрый конь. Ты поди-ка, погляди-ка за врата, да встречай с дороги дальней молодца. Эх, сестрицы, сестренушки милые, сторонушки российской родимые, как две капли свежей утренней росы, расплели свои две русые косы. Thank you.
Thank you. That was lovely. That was lovely. Such a beautiful voice you have. Moving on. Now, Eva is not here with us today. Moving on to the next poetess, Imen Melliti, who just rendered a beautiful poem. Let's have once again from you, Imen.
Thank you so much. My poem entitled Never Underestimate a Woman. Never underestimate a woman who knows when to stand up and makes a step on her broken legs. A woman who gives birth from lifeless body. a body made. Never underestimate a woman who can be on the top of her femininity in spite of her blurred soul. Never underestimate a woman who can hold her smashed pieces and dance against the wind. Never underestimate a woman who is being herself in front of you, as in front of her mirror. Never underestimate a woman who smiles out of her deep grief. A woman who dares to touch her bleeding wound. A woman who never asks, who never begs, who never kneels. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And powerful lines, Imen, because here we are talking about poetry, which is not about only rhyming lines. Here we are talking about poetry that is relevant and that is there to make a difference. So we are talking about powerful poetry, and that's what you've given us, Imen. Thank you so much. So moving on now to the young friend that we have here, Marija Stankovic. So young, so beautiful, and beautiful words we had from you just now, Marija, and looking forward to hear something more from you, Marija.
Thank you for these kind words. And since I read my song, I translated to English before. Now I will be reading one in Serbian in my mother tongue, and it is called Majci, or To My Mother. So it is a song empowering women in all that they do, in all their efforts and battles. Majci. Ti nikad nisi digla ruke, viknula, prasnula, dovraga sve. Ti nikad nisi brige i muke gurala štiklama po tepihe. Ti si se borila za mrvu svesti, za mrvu savesti i mrvu spasa. Osedela, starila, da nisi pustila ni jednog jedinog plašljivog glasa. Ti nikad nisi sebi dala duhom da kloneš u teška vremena. Ko da si jedina na svetu znala šta znači biti majka i žena. Ti si se uvek za dobro borila. Davala više no imala nade. Ne bi priznala da si se umorila. U tu borbu ceo život ti stade. Thank you.
Thank you, Marija. The rendition was beautiful, and it's so lovely to see young poets like you coming in and, taking up literature. So it's a wonderful feeling. Thank you so much. Moving on now, we come back to India, my native land, and here I invite Antara Roy for another poem. Antara? Antara?
আমার পরের কবিতাটা আমার বাবাকে নিয়ে। বাপি 2 বছর হলো বাপি আসেন। তো বাবা কখনো হাত ছাড়ে না। নদী তখন মাথার কাছে নিঃশ্বাস ফেলছে। নোনা জল বেড়ে উঠেছে সবুজ চাদরের চারপাশে। কান পেতেছি তোমার বুকে, যেন এখনই বলবে ছেড়ে যাস না কিন্তু। আমি দুহাত নেব তোমায়, বলবো এই তো আছি, যাইনি তো কোথাও। জীবন্ত হয়ে উঠলে চোখ দুটো তাকিয়ে বলবে অনেকটা ভালো আছি জানিস। আমি সব বলবো তোমার, বলবো আর সময় উঠে দাঁড়াবে তুমি। বাড়ি পৌঁছে মা হেসে বলবে সারাদিনের রোদ নিলে এভাবে ছেড়ে থাকে কেউ বলো। হেসে বলবে কোথায় যাব তোমাকে ছেড়ে। আমাদের সেদিন বেলা সাদা কালো হবে আবার। সামনে মা গাইলে তেমনই মুগ্ধ হয়ে তুমি তাকিয়ে থাকবে মায়ের দিকে। আস্তে আস্তে আমরা সবাই আগের মতো ভালো হয়ে উঠবো। নমস্কার।
Again, so beautiful rendition, so calm, so soothing, and আমি একটু একটু বাংলা জানি. So some words I can, follow what you say. Of course, not completely, but as it is, it's such a sweet language. So it's so good to hear this language. So coming back to me now, one poem I'm going to give you now. Uh, the title of the poem is The Rat Picker and Me. As I was meditating one day, eyes closed, face brightened by the sun rays, I felt complete darkness inside. But then I saw a rat picker with a torchlight. He picked up all the wild thoughts from my mind and put them in a sack on his shoulders behind. And then I profusely wept and couldn't stop, supplying my tears for a detoxifying mop. Then he walked straight to the heart. After collecting all the negativity, he was ready to depart. As I opened my eyes, the surrounding was brightly lit, and the rag picker smiled at me before the final exit. Whenever I meditate, I see the rag picker with his sack who cleanses my soul and goes back. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, now, of course, this segment has a surprise for all of us because for the first time, I'm going to invite my brother Toufiq Zohur to present a poem. And thank God we have this opportunity. He has always been hosting. So, this is the time that he is coming on the stage to present his own poem. And this is, I think, a beautiful part of this today's program. So please, let's have a poem from you, Tofi.
Thank you very much, my dear sister, honorable global poetess, and the brand ambassador of Uddan Little Magazine online platform. Thank you for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to read my poem for the first time. Thank you very much. First of all, I will read my poem in Bengali language, that is my native language, and then I will read it in translate in English. And title of the poem is Sharir Jomin. তাজমহল রোডে চোখ আটকে গেল দুপুরের ঘোমটায়, শাড়ির ভাঁজে ভাঁজে ফুটে আছে বিনয়ী প্রেম, দূর থেকে দেখলাম হাত ধরিনি তার, আমি একটা গোলাপ দেব বলে মন স্থির করলাম, শাড়ি সবুজ বৃক্ষ হয়ে গেল, বৃক্ষের পাতাগুলো চর্যাপদের যুবতী মলা মাছ যেন, শাড়ির আঁচলে সমুদ্রের উত্তাল ঢেউ আছড়ে পড়ল, আমি শিহরিত হলাম 5 ফুট 2 ইঞ্চি আগুনে, সমুদ্র পিপাসায় শাড়ির দিকে তাকাতেই ডুবে গেলাম চোখের কাজলে। এই বৃক্ষকে সোবাহানবাগে প্রথম দেখি ভেজা চোখে রোদে, তারপর ভোরের আকাশে দেখেছি তার সতেজ রূপ, ধীরে ধীরে ফিরোজা রঙ্গে দেখেছি তার ময়ূরী দেহ, আস্থার নাগরদোলায় চেপে ঠোঁটের স্পর্শে সহসা আবিষ্কার করলাম রহস্যের সৌরভ। সেদিন থেকেই মাটি মাখা গন্ধে জেনেছি আমার আয়না তুমি, আমার নিঃশ্বাসের পায়রা উড়তে থাকে বৃষ্টি ভেজা মাঠে, যেখানে দাঁড়িয়ে আছো শাড়ির জমিন। Now it is a translation in English, and title of this poem is Texture of a Shari. Eyes were fixed on the Taj Mahal road. Through the veil of noon, a humble love there in the fold of shari. I looked from a distance and cannot hold her hands. I decided to give her a rose, and the shari turned into a green tree. The leaves as if were the molafis of ancient Charjapad. The mighty waves of sea fell on the upper part of the shari, and I was thrilled by the 5 feet and 2 inches fire. I looked upon the shari with the thirst of a sea, and drowned under the shadow of her eyes. I saw this tree at Subhanbag first in the wet sun. Then I saw her face in the early morning. Gradually, I saw her peacock shape in turquoise color. By pressing the carousel of trust, I suddenly discovered the fragrance of mystery with the touch of my lips. Since then, with the earthy smell, I realized the pigeon in my breath keep flying in a rain-soaked field. You are my mirror, where you stand in a texture of a sari. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to read this poem in this beautiful show. Thank you, Harinder Cheema, my sister. Thank you very much.
So beautiful, Tawfiq. And in fact, it's fortunate, for all of us that because you have always been hosting, so it's only right that for the first time we are listening to you also. So yes, that way it completes the show now. So thank you so much, Tawfiq. And are we going for the next round now? All
Sure,
right.
of course.
Okay.
You carry on, please.
Oh, all right. So again, then for the third round, again I go to the first poet that we have from Bangladesh, Golam Kibria Pinu. Please present your third poem.
I would like to present my poem only in English version.
Okay.
Poem
All right.
name Nature. How easily you have opened you up to whom you have surrendered yourself. Had not you any choice? Discarding your own wings, where do you go walking? To whom let yourself yield it? Don't you have any choice? Don't you have any liking? Don't you have any fondness? Don't you have any affection? Don't you have any warmth? Don't you have dislike anything at all? Don't you have any refusal? Half closed, drowsy eyes, tightly shut lips, remain confined to a lonely room, shy hips out of your breast, she dying tears like wailing, portraying, lamenting songs. Even after that, why do you get groomed? And for whom do you get luminescent and radiant? Or slippers and your own will, or free cloak? At one time you are Muslim or fine cloth, sometimes Banarusi or velvet, or sometimes fine open cloth. You have many veins in your brain, multicolored illumination. You are full of sensitivity, prime knowledge, feelings, senses. You too can create seven melodies. Why do you go far away from yourself? Why are you so tolerant? Why you are so hardworking? Why do you so composed? Why you are short of feelings? Why do you get imprisoned again and again? For whom you conceal yourself? Time and again, why do you sacrifice yourself? Fearful, fluffy clouds are stuck. In which season and which from do you remain? Why your personality turned soiled in which nature? You do not shed your leaves in your end of night. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was lovely. Such beautiful similes, muslin cloth, velvet cloth, and comparisons made to beautiful things. So that is how a poet expresses himself. Beautiful expression. Moving on to my friend Annette Tarpley. Beautiful poems you've rendered, Annette. Simple words, but soul touching, soul stirring. Waiting to hear another one from you.
Okay, thank you very much. This is called Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. I normally rhyme. This one does not rhyme. So
Okay.
I do believe you remember me. Let me refresh your memory. We have spent quite some time with each other. In fact, every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every month, every year. I have felt every emotion, watched every tear, rejoiced in your smiles and happiness. Astonishing, really. The relationship we have shared is unparalleled. For within me is stored every thought, every word, every memory. Within me resides what makes you, you. For I am your past. I am your yesterdays. You may hang on to the memories of yesterday. I will now command your journey. I am with you now. I am currently present. I know your stark reality. I'm residing within you. So surreal is our close, intimate relationship. I am privy to your thoughts and dreams. I am today. I am your here and now. My hold on you is ever present. Your hopes, dreams, and aspirations reside within me. I am that glimmer of hope in your eye. I am the realm dreams. I am the realm dreams transition into reality. Change is constant. Yesterday and today, the building blocks. For there is much in store for you. Within me, nothing is impossible. For I am your future, your tomorrow. Your possibilities within my realm are endless. Thank you.
Beautiful. I am your past. I am your today. I am your here and now. So, a very contemporary feel in this poem. Congratulations, Annette. That was beautiful. And moving on to another melodious poetess, Irina Shulgina, for her third poem. Irina, please come forth and recite or sing your third poem.
Вы знаете, наша жизнь и вообще поэзия невозможны без любви, поэтому мы наверняка все пишем о любви к маме, о любви к природе, о любви к детям, о любви к жизни, просто о любви к близкому человеку. И сейчас прочитаю для вас стихотворение «Не знала бы я о любви». About love. Не знала бы я о печали в разлуке, не знала бы я, что тревожит сердца, как чистый ручей растворяется в скуке, как нежные звуки в дыхании певца. Какие цветы в твоей душе расцветают, когда запоют ручейком соловьи. Подруга, печаль в моем сердце растает, и все это только во имя любви. Не знала бы я, что в любви все непросто, не знала бы я, что так просто в любви, и чувства мои, как таинственный остров, его сберегу я, как чудо земли. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was lovely once again. So beautiful. Coming on to now, Imen. Imen, you gave us a very powerful poem last time. Let's see what you have to tell us now. So, Imen, it's your turn with your third poem.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry this poem is a little bit sad, but we will. I read it for you. So it is entitled "On My Death Day."
Oh.
On my death day, who may care? Who may ask why? Who may shed tears on my thumb? I can see you all around my covered body in snow, waiting for my last farewell. Silence invading the space, stillness suffocating souls. Does the sun come back to its sky? Does it throw its rays On the dark curtains and sultry walls, the smell of a dead jasmine in my heart diffused its perfume in the air. My father cried me river. My sister melted in endless pain. A bleeding memory let them all remember, not long ago, when we were together under the same sky. The hot hands of my mother touched my cold face, closed my sleeping eyes for the last goodbye. Thank you.
Very well done. Yes. Sad, but I think such real poems are required because we are in a world where so much is happening, and it's very important to know not only about the realities of life but also about realities beyond life. So I think these are the kind of poems that these they address such issues. So thank you so much. This was a different one, but definitely a very relevant one. So now coming to Marija, let's have another poem from you.
Okay, hello once again. I just wanted to make a short comment about how our today's host is making amazing comments, and I really loved participating in hearing us and in talking about it. It's really nice. So,
Thank you.
the poem I will be reading to you is again in Serbian, my mother tongue, called Sađenje cveća. In other words, repotting flowers. A song about how one person does something not visible to other people, and maybe they could envy, maybe they could think about what is going on in their world, and you can never know what one is experiencing by himself in his own world. So I made it I called it repotting flowers, just as an example of what one might be doing, and you have no idea what is actually going on in his world. Sađenje cveća. Meni je u mojim tišinama dobro. Tu sam na sigurnom i uzgajam cveće. Sklapam oči i zamišljam mirno more. Nijedna na svetu mora na mene neće. Ti me pitaj, gde su tvoje more? Kada te zavisna kvarnog lica i štipa. Ne traži da mirišeš uvelo cveće, da diraš gde ne valja da se dira. Jer daću ti možda. I dalje ćemo oboje onda kroz život ići, sumorni, teskobni i namučeni. I miru više nećemo prići. Meni je u mojim tišinama lepo. Nek ja znam oko čega ih gradim. Igraš oko mraka i mnogih teskoba, dok posmatraš gde mirno sedim i sadim. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And of course, it was not, I couldn't understand the language, but the idea that you had told about, what happens, the person thinking about what happens in the world of another person. So this is a very relatable idea. And normally we think about these things. So giving words, giving expression to such feelings is what we call beautiful poetry. Thank you so much, Marija. Thank you.
Thank you.
So now moving to, we have again coming back to India because Madina is missing today. Coming back to India, I again welcome Antara Roy for her third poem. Antara, please come and recite your third poem.
পরের কবিতা আমার দুগ্গা। দুগ্গার বুকে হাত রাখে ওরা, গা থেকে টেনে ছিঁড়ে ফেলে পরনের শাড়িখানা, আবার সুনিপুণ ঢঙে সাজিয়ে দেয় লক্ষ কোটি গার। বদলে যায় চোখ, লকলকে জিভে তখন আমনের সুর। যে অত্যাচারিত মেয়েটিকে পিষে মারিয়ে যায় ওরাই, নপুংসকের দল। তারাই আবার আটচালে জেগে ওঠে, চিৎকার করে বলে, বলো দুর্গা মাইকি জয়। নমস্কার।
That was beautiful. That was short, melodious, and beautiful. So now I think I come back to myself, and the poem that I'm going to recite is Body and Soul. The soul to the body says, why are you proud? Why are you vain? And without me, what can you gain? Your void saw me. I make you complete. Can't you see? You are just a cover for precious me. You are like a wrapper of a candy. You are buried or burnt when I'm gone. It is my absence that everyone mourns. The body says, I fully agree. I cannot exist without thee. You are making protestations loud. But tell me, who has made me proud? Can I think on my own? Can I talk in a loud tone? Can I indulge in wrong things? Can I be shrewd and calculating? This is the reason I'm late to rest, my friend. But I shiver to think that your journey never ends. I may be a wrapper, a peel, a cover, but thank God I'm not immortal, living forever. Thank you so much. Thank you. And now is the time that we come back to the person who is behind, and who's has the whole responsibility on his shoulders, and who's been carrying it so bravely, so courageously, and connecting the whole world through poetry. So, Toufiq Zohur, let's have another poem from you.
Thank you, my dear sister and honorable global poetess Harinder Cheema, to giving me the opportunity once again. Thank you very much. Some of my friends around the world, they are send me some text that uh, are I am today sick or not. I'm telling that no, I am too quietly, I'm free and I'm okay. But today, for the first time with the Little Magazine platform, our honorable brand ambassador and global poetess Harinder Cheema is hosting. It's a great pleasure for us that for the first time she is doing and she's working with us togetherly. Before that, she always recite her poem, but for the first time, she also recite and hosting. And now starting, and we don't know where it will be closed. Thank you very much. Now I am reading one of my poems. First of all, it is in Bengali and then translated in English. This is very short poem and also in romantic poem. And title of the poem is উষ্ণতা এক কাপ কফি ও তুমি। তৃষ্ণার্ত আত্মায় এক কাপ কফি ও তোমার সান্নিধ্যে বিকেলটা আমি সাজিয়ে ফেলি অভিজাত রঙে। মিথ্যার অন্ধকারগুলো সরিয়ে জ্বালিয়ে দেই প্রেমের বাতি। যতবার তোমার কাছে পৌঁছে যাই আমার নাকে মাতোয়ারা জাগায় কাঁঠাল চাপার গন্ধ। তোমার কল্যাণিয়া মুখ দেখে ভুলে যাই কফি ঠান্ডা হতে চলেছে। প্রতিবার প্রতিক্ষণ একই ছবিতে ভাসিয়ে দেই আমার বর্তমান ও ভবিষ্যতের ওয়াদা। মেঘবালিকা, ও মেঘবালিকা, জীবনের মোহে চিরটা কাল তোমার পাশে বসেই চুমুক দিতে চাই কফির উষ্ণ পেয়ালায়। Now it is in translated in English, and title of the poem is You and a Cup of Coffee. A cup of coffee in a thirsty soul and your presence. I decorate the afternoon with elegant color. Removing the darkness of falsehood, I lit the lamp of love. Every time I reach you, my sense receive the fragrance of your loving face. And I forgot the coffee gone cold. Again and again in the same picture, I float the promise of present and future. Sweetheart, oh sweetheart, I want to sit next to you forever and sip a warm cup of coffee with the fascination of life. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Thank you, Harinder Chima.
That was beautiful, Tawfiq, and such beautiful uh, words of love that you spoke in this poem, and so nice to listen to you. Now we are going for the last and the fourth round, and beginning with the same uh, way, we go to Golam Kibria Pinu from Bangladesh.
Thanks again. I would like to a poem in Bangla, poem name poem. কবিতা শিরোনাম কবিতা। এতদিনও আমার কাছ থেকে কবিতা কেড়ে নিতে পারেনি কেউ। নিঃসীম শূন্য পাতালের মধ্যে চলে গিয়েছি, সপ্ত পাতাল। হাসপাতাল ঠিকানা হয়েছে, তবুও কবিতা কাছে থেকেছে। ঘনবীথির বায়ুমণ্ডল ও গগন প্রান্তে গগনচারী হয়ে হারিয়ে যায়নি শুধু কবিতার জন্য। নীহারিকা ডেকেছে, যায়নি। কবিতায় আমার বীজুপ্রস সৃষ্টিতল, জল প্রবহমান হয়ে সমুদ্র দইতা হয়ে যায়। সুমেরু কুমেরু বুঝি, বুঝি বরিশন ধারা, পুরো ভিজে যায়। অনাবৃষ্টিতেও কবিতার অঙ্কুরুদ্গম। সূচিভেদ্য অন্ধকারেও অনুবীক্ষণ যন্ত্র নিয়ে দেখি কবিতার অনুজীব। সে কথা জানে আমার সেবন্তী। কাক তাড়ুয়া কাক তাড়াতে পারে, আমাকে তাড়াতে পারবে না কেউ কবিতার জমি থেকে। আমি তো আদ্য বীজ নিয়ে সৃষ্টির মূল, প্রিয় কবিতায়। মুন্ডু কাটার ভয়ের মধ্যেও আত্মনাশ হয়নি। মৃত্যু শয্যা থেকে জম যন্ত্রণা নিয়ে কবিতাকে বাঁচিয়েছি, কবিতাও আমাকে বাঁচিয়েছে। শব ব্যবচ্ছেদ করার পরও আমার কাছ থেকে কবিতা কখনো কেড়ে নিতে পারবে না। যত হের্ষাধ্বনি শোনাক অশ্বপালকেরা, যতই বুনো কুকুরের আওয়াজ তোলা হোক বনের ভেতর, আমি তো বিচ্ছিন্ন নই। আমারও ধারাক্রম আছে, আমার অবলুপ্তি হবে না, পরিব্যাপ্ত হব। আমি কাল ঋতু ও সূর্য ঘড়ি চিনি। কোন ভিক্ষা বিনিময় ও প্রতিপত্তি নিয়ে কবিতার মালিকানা নেইনি। কবিতা তো অন্তঃপ্রাণ, অন্তঃসলীলা। কবিতার জন্যে গণবিক্ষোভের মধ্যে দিয়ে যায়, সংঘাতের মধ্যে দিয়ে যায়, গৃহযুদ্ধের মধ্যে দিয়ে যায়, রাজবদলের মধ্যে দিয়ে যায়, বিপ্লবের মধ্যে দিয়ে যায়। অন্য কবিরাও অতীতে গিয়েছে এসব পথে, তবে আমাকে থামানো যাবে না, আটকানো যাবে না। কবি ও কবিতা অনিবার্য, আর্য ও অনার্য বলে কোনো ভেদাভেদ নেই। আর্য অনার্য বলে কোনো ভেদাভেদ নেই। ধন্যবাদ।
Thank you so much. Again, beautiful. As I could understand a few words, I started my education in Calcutta or Kolkata as it is known now. So, yes, some words seem very familiar. On the whole, you enjoy the rendition, so you enjoy poetry. Coming to our next poet, a poetess, Annette Tarpley. So, it's we all poets can feel and can also express those feelings. I think that is what poets are made about. They can not only feel, they can express themselves so beautifully. And we have listened to these beautiful expressions from all over the world. So, coming back again for a beautiful expression from Annette.
Thank you very much. Before I proceed, I would like to propose that Toufiq be present in participating in recitations with all future episodes. That is
Yes.
my proposal. I think that your poetry needs to be heard. You need to give it a voice and you need to share it. To keep it to yourself is a little selfish, Tawfiq. You need to share it with
Yes.
us. Yes.
True, true.
So that is my proposal. This is called The Moon, the Owl, and Me. Quiet is the night. The moon shines overhead. Celestial glows emits from above. High up in a tall tree, lying in its nest, coos now muted from the morning dove. Autumn has arrived. The leaves' colors changed. The earthy smell of the fall in the air. Off in a distance, few in number, the cricket's song now soft that once blared. I walk on a path, inhaling the scent of pines, moonbeams filtering in the light. The hoot of an owl I clearly hear, its eerie cry resounding in the night. I'm not alone, for the moon is my companion as I continue my late night walk. Peaceful is the air, no humans can be heard, with interrupting chitter chat talk. A bit unsettled I feel as if I'm being watched, the moon seeming to follow me. Or perhaps it is the owl, are his eyes upon me as he sits in a neighboring tree. Yet there's comfort in this stroll, this lovely autumn night, peace within me, real. Company kept with my friends from other realms, my confidants I now feel. I would think upon this night in years to come, the night when to nature I did flee. A beautiful, pristine night, a glorious memory of just the moon, the owl, and me. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was lovely. And the vivid imagery that you created with the autumn leaves, the path, the moon, the hooting of the oil, this owl, and the sound of the crickets. So, everything, because that is the power of the poet when he or she can move the reader or the listener along with her. So that is the power of the poetry, and that power I see in your poetry, Annette. So
Thank you.
great going. Now, on that note, let me call and invite upon the next poetess, Irina Shulgina, with her for the fourth and final recitation. Irina.
Вы знаете, каждый творческий человек, человек, владеющим поэтическим словом, обязательно посвящает свои стихи тому месту, где он родился. И я не исключение. О своей родине, о России я хотела бы прочитать следующее стихотворение. «Моя Россия». Березки косы заплели, стоят, как девицы у речки, сережек нежные листки, кружа свиваются в колечки, ромашки в поле загрустив, плелись в венки для тех девчонок, так хрупок стан моей Руси, и голос трепетен и тонок. Ты в платье нежных васильков, что отражаются в озерах, закат румянцем ляжет на лицо и осветит твои просторы. Хранишь ты горечь давних лет, в слезах, что в утреннем рассвете. Мы свято помним Родины завет. Россия — наша благодетель. Ах, как же я тобой горжусь! Ты велика и так красива. Всегда со мной ромашковая Русь. Ах, васильковая.
Wonderful. I wish I could understand you, Irina, because it seems so beautiful. But of course, the language sometimes becomes a barrier. But I know there's still a connect. There's still a connect because you can appreciate the kind of rendition you do. You know you are speaking so good, and that is actually connecting one person to another. So now we move on, and we are getting to listen to different kind of poetry, coming from nature to personal experiences to love poems to nature poems. And now let me see what Imen has in store for us. Imen, can we have you? Imen, are you there?
I think she is disconnected.
I think so. I can't see her. So in that case, we move on now to Marija. Marija, let's have another poem from you, and let's see what you have to say and what you have to give it us to now.
Okay. So I'm thinking that if I participate another time in your amazing program, I will definitely have to not only translate one song to English, but
Oh,
for
that's
now,
great.
it is what it is. It was one English song and 3 of the Serbian songs.
Okay.
So my next song is called Uvek ti se potajno nadam. It is, I am always having hopes for you in my heart. Kind of. It's a rough translation. It's a love poem about somebody
Okay.
missing someone. Uvek ti se potajno nadam, početkom nedelje, početkom dana. Izjutra, kad ideš na posao, možda se slučajno sretnemo. Uvek ti se potajno nadam. Nekog utorka, kad pada kiša. Neke srede kad sunce grane. Da trčiš mokar ili šetaš sa devojkom bar. Ali da se duše, bar na tren, ponovo sretno. Teškim četvrtkom bez kraja. U gužvi, u gradu, u busu, marketu. A kao baš me briga gde si na svetu. Uvek ti se potajno nadam. Uvek ti se potajno nadam. Kada dođu smeh, pesma i petak. Grad živi, peva, a jedna luda još ludo sneva. Uvek ti se potajno nadam. Kad subotom, noću, kroz ulicu se ori, bolje biti pijan nego star. Pomislim da si možda baš ti. Penjem se na prste krišom, naginjem se kroz prozor. Uvek ti se potajno nadam. I nikada nisi ti. Nisi ti tog dana. Ni sledećeg već godinama. Ali i nedeljom popodne. Uvek ti se potajno nadam. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marija. That was beautiful rendition, and I wish you could translate it for us, but maybe for the next time now.
Maybe.
But no, maybe because you have to come and you have to present, the translation also next time. So because it is easier for everyone to understand and comprehend the feelings, the emotions expressed in the same poem. So, makes it so much more understandable by all present.
True.
So thank you so much. But it was beautiful rendition and really enjoyed it. Now moving on to Antara Roy from India for another poem. Antara, please come forth and recite your final poem.
প্রেম খুব আদুলে আমার শহর দেবে তোর বিকেলে বর্ষা নামে ঘুম আকাশে শ্রান্ত দুপা ঠোঁটের কোণে খুব আবেগী হতেই পারে কৃষ্ণকোল সোহাগী কালকে আবার হবই হব খুব ভাঙনে বর্ষাকালীন শিমুল পলাশ মন উঠোনে ছড়িয়ে রাখা একান্তর ভেতর সাদা শিফন খুব বাদুলে আমার শহর ধন্যবাদ
All right, that was short and sweet. And as I said, your language is as it is so sweet. You immediately connect with Bengali. So that was very, very, very sweet rendition by you, Antra. Thank you so much. And now I'll be presenting one of my poems. This is a love poem. That summer night. That summer night, he was waiting at the bus stop. At 7:30, every day she would close her bookshop. He was sitting on the bench, rehearsing all that he wanted to say. But she was late that day, to her, to his utter dismay. He was cramming the lines as a schoolboy crams a history lesson. And then he would forget everything, all in growing tension. And then he saw her walking towards him. He wanted to jump with joy, and happiness was to the brim. His heart was beating like a drum, and he was scared that she would read the rhythm. She didn't look at him as she was busy on the mobile. Twice looking at her, he tried to smile. Then he gathered courage, thinking it's now or never. And then, acting a little braver, he said, "Oh, my sweetheart, the queen of my dreams, I have been waiting to tell you this since I was a teen." She looked at him absolutely expressionless, and then got up from the bench, seeing her approaching bus. Then she took out the earplugs out of her ears and asked him to repeat what he had said, as she didn't hear, but he could not muster the courage again. He pretended he was fine, but he could not bear the pain. As she boarded the bus, she looked at him for a while, and her lips parted into a beautiful smile. She had heard every word he had said, and that night, when he went to bed, he dreamt of a beautiful smile with eyes open wide, and far away she could hear his sighs that summer night. Thank you so much. And with that, I come to the final poem by our brother Toufiq Zohur. Let's see, Toufiq, what do you have for us now? Is it a love poem or something else?
Thank you, my dear sister. This time I will read some of my series poem. The last month I went India, and several times I talked with you. On the time you were in Chandigarh, and
That's
after
right.
back from India, yes, my sister. And after back, I wrote 60 poem with emotionally. That the series
Okay.
I have given some name. Title of the poem is Nobuba. From now, I will read only three poems, very short poem, but
Okay.
I did not translate now. But I just read in only Bengali.
Okay.
Thank you. The title of the poem is Nobuba 31. একটা সন্ধ্যা এ জীবন নিয়ে যায় পশ্চিম পাড়ায়, দেহের বিমারকে তুড়ি বাজায় মুঠো মুঠো প্রেম। তোমার শহরে এত আয়োজন, কত আলোড়ন, গোপন সিন্ধু খুলে দিলাম, নাও গ্রহণ করো আমার একাকিত্ব, আনন্দ, চোখের আকুতি, এ জীবন কুরবানে সুমা। নবুবা 32। রাত গভীর হলে পৃথিবী ঘুমিয়ে পড়ে, চোখের তারায় জেগে থাকে মায়াবী মুখ, ঢেউয়ের মতো বুকে আছড়ে পড়ে স্মৃতির ঝাঁপি। রাত গভীর হলে ব্লেড দিয়ে কেটে ফেলি চাঁদের আলো, জোনাকির আলোয় ছিটিয়ে দেই মুঠো মুঠো শব্দ। একই আকাশের নিচে থেকেও শহরটা আলাদা। একটা বই মানে একটা সভ্যতা উপহার দেয়া। দার্সে সুমা, দার্দ না কুলে, নবুবা। Thank you very much for giving me the last opportunity for this show. Thank you, my sister Harinder Cheema.
Thank you so much, Tawfiq. That was beautiful. Short poems, sweet poems, as I could listen to them. And I would just like to say in the end that poetry unites the world. It's united the world. See, I mean, all of us from different parts of the world have gathered here today, and that is the beauty of the online programs that we have these days, because you've made so many friends worldwide, and some, some of them have you started connecting so well, as if you've known people for years. So that's what poetry has done, and that is what online programs have done. And I think, Tawfiq, your contribution in this direction has been great. So I just wish all the best to Uran Little Magazine and these programs that we are having very regularly. I thank each and every one of you for being on the show. I know Tawfiq asked me to host today, and I can't say no to my brother, so I went forward with it without any practice, without any rehearsal. But it's so wonderful to just listen to all of you. The comments came out impromptu. They were just, what I heard, I just responded. And it was a beautiful experience for me too. Thank you so much, Brother Tawfiq, for giving me this opportunity. And just looking forward to be with all of you again. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you once again. Take care.
Thank you
Handing
very
over to
much.
you, Tawfiq. Yeah.
Thank you very much, my dear sister and honorable poet, and also a part of Uddan Little Magazine platform, my sister Harinder Cheema. Thank you for your great contribution today. Though you have no practice about, but you did a great well, and I think this program will be remarkable for the Uddan Little Magazine platform. 137 number of episode. Yes, it will be remarkable because of you. And last session you were sick, you were out of your city,
Yes.
so
Yeah,
you could not join.
actually I had been traveling a lot, so I was missing your programs, and I have been into anchoring for most part of my life, on the stage.
Yes,
So
yes. So no practice, no need to practice. Just join and you can hosting. Thank you very much. And we have to
thank
reach
you.
the final time. So I am going to giving the floor to honorable poet Golam Kibria Pinu to say something about today's program, about your poetry. Only 30 seconds. Mr. Golam Kibria Pinu.
Thanks. I am delighted to attend this program in many episodes. It is a good task in this program today. Two presenters here in this program. Both of you, poet Harinder Cheema and Toufiq Zohur. Thanks to both to you. I think it is the best and long-run program in Bangladesh. So I thanks again poet Toufiq Zohur, and we hope in future this program will run and we will be continued our participation. Thank you to all. Thanks.
Thank you very much, poet Golam Kibria Pinu, for your beautiful speech. You have to deliver it. We are committed until our last breath. We will be do our program in this arena. Thank you very much. Now I am going to my best friend in United States of America, Annette Tarpley. From the beginning, she also with us. Now she will say something about today's program about her feelings. Annette Tarpley.
Thank you. Always a pleasure to be here and to be amongst such talented poets. It's a pleasure listening to you all. Even though I can't always understand the language, the melodic, the intonation of it is just wonderful. And to hear people sing and all these beautiful women you men are surrounded by today. I call you men beautiful too, but you might find that offensive. But um, wonderful to hear people sing, to recite, and love and blessings to you all. Thank you for again having me. Love and blessings to you, Tawfiq, and please do in the future recite. Take care, everyone.
Thank you very much for your beautiful speech. And now I am going to giving the floor to honorable poetess and world famous singer Irina Salgina to say something about today's program and your feelings today. Thank you.
А вы знаете, это такое чудо на самом деле. Это волшебство, когда есть возможность вот так пообщаться с творческими людьми, а, рассказать о своем мире, в котором каждый находится, поделиться своими чувствами, своими эмоциями, рассказать о том, что с ними происходит, что происходит вообще в стране, в мире. И мне очень хочется, чтобы это продолжалось, наша добрая дружба. И мы такие носители доброго, я надеюсь, очень доброго, счастливого, радостного, доброго отношения ко всему, что происходит, что есть вообще в мире. Поэтому давайте дружить, давайте любить друг друга, помогать друг другу, поддерживать. И я думаю, что обязательно в мире все восстановится, и мы будем продолжать добрые отношения со всем миром и радостное отношение ко всему, что происходит вообще в жизни любого человека. Я вас ценю, обожаю. Спасибо, Бангладеш, Тофик.
Thank you very much, Irina Salgina, for your beautiful speech. Though we don't understand the language of Russian, but we have to understand the feelings of what she has to tell by showing her face expression. Thank you very much, Irina Salgina. You are a really kind-hearted person, and always you are with us. Thank you. Finally, I'm going to Marija Stankovic, our young poetess, to say something about today's feelings, about poetry, about my sister Harinder Cheema's presentations today. Marija.
I just wanted to shortly say, Irina, I get you and I understand you the most, because Serbian and Russian have a very similar language, very similar words. So I could easily understand what was said. Not perfectly, but in most. So I wanted to thank Tofik. I wanted to thank our new host too for today. Our World of Poetry, our Uddan TV, our Uddan Little Magazine, for all these wonderful opportunities that we're having as poets. This is something that is really meaningful to us in connecting us, in exchanging experiences, in learning. So this is an amazing program, and I look forward to participating more. I wish you a lot of successful programs, events, projects, and of course, I have to say something on Serbian. It's just a little pozdrav iz Srbije. It's just like sending regards from my mother country, Serbia.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Marija Stankovic, for your beautiful speech. Really, you are an amazing poetess in world. I think if you continue write, you will reach a very high mountain in literature world. Sooner or later, time will surely come. And finally, I'm going to giving the speech, giving the floor to my sister, honorable poet, global poetess, Harinder Cheema, to say about total program system today. And after deliver her speech, this program will be closed. Thank you very much. I am now saying goodbye. Now, Harinder Cheema.
So I just want to thank finally every one of you and Tawfiq and the entire team of Uran, they're working hard behind the scene also. So thank you so much, everyone, and we'll be soon meeting again. So saying those words, please keep writing, please keep inspiring. Thank you so much. Take care. God bless. Thank you.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.